Hey, how you doing? It's Ian Hart, and today I'm going to speak to you about flexibility and stretching. There's a lot of misunderstanding about what flexibility is and what stretching is, and the terminology is all intertwined. So actually, what I'm going to do is tell you what flexibility is, and then we're going to go over what types of stretching there are, and when it's good to stretch, and why it's good to stretch. So you'll learn what time you should stretch before or after a workout, and why, and why it's good and why it's bad. So flexibility is the ability to move the joints of the body freely without injury. So you're also going to have greater range of motion and better movement. So when people talk about stretching, generally they talk about static stretching. It's important to know that there's many different types of stretching. There's dynamic stretching, passive stretching, ballistic stretching, which it actually is dynamic stretching, and there's PNF stretching. But static stretching is usually what people are talking about when they talk about stretching. So static stretching is holding a stretch for about 15 seconds and longer, up to usually 30 seconds, so 15 to 30 seconds. And static stretching is done, usually we see people do them before they work out, which is when you should not do it. And the reasons are, what it's going to do is relax your muscles, and the last thing you want to do is relax your muscles before you go into a workout, when you should be warmed up and prepared for the movements. And you should be stretching after the workout. And the reason why is, when you work out, you're going to be contracting your muscles and actually shortening the muscles. When you stretch out afterwards, you want to maintain the length of the muscle by doing the stretching afterwards. You can also improve your flexibility by stretching, but stretching has to be done just like training is, about 3 times a week and repetitively. So holding a stretch for 15 seconds and then repeating holding the stretch for 15 seconds or longer, and you can do that 2 to 3 sets. So what we're going to do is show you the top 7 stretches that we feel targets total body and also targets the areas that are generally tight on most of the people or most of the population. So we're going to head to the gym, show you those stretches, and also check below for more information and leave a comment or a question in the box below. Alright, so we're in the gym and we're about to do the Super 7 stretches. So these are 7 stretches that are going to improve functional movement. It's also going to improve posture. But the other thing, it's going to be perfect for someone who has maybe a tight back or back issues. So this is going to help stretch out the tight muscles in the body, relieve some tension on the muscular imbalances where the tight issues are, and then just make you feel better, lengthen the spine, and loosen up those really tight muscles, and you'll feel better. So this is a Super 7 stretches. Alright, so number 1 is going to be the glute stretch. So you're going to pull your knee into your chest, put the opposite foot over the knee, and pull in. Good, and then switch sides, and repeat the same. The next one is going to be the piriformis stretch. So you're going to put your foot over the other leg, so right foot over your left leg, and you're going to pull down, and you should feel a stretch. You should feel deep inside your glute. Switch legs. Okay, the next one is going to be a lower back stretch. You're going to sit up, keep your back straight, and then pull your forehead towards your toes, pushing your forehead down. You want to feel your lower back. You might also feel inner thigh and glutes as well. If you feel the inner thigh more than anything, you can move your feet a little bit forward, push your forehead in. Feel a good stretch in the lower back. The next one is kind of like the sit sit and reach. We call this the jackknife. Knee is completely locked. If it's not locked, you're not going to get any benefit. And then you're reaching for your toes, bringing your forehead down to your knees. Try to feel your lower back. You probably feel your hamstrings, maybe even down to your calf and upper back. Okay, the next one is going to be a hip flexor stretch. So what you're going to do is put your right knee down on the ground, push your hips forward. You shouldn't arch your back, just keep your abs tight and pull forward. You feel a stretch right in the thigh. For advanced, you can reach back and pull your foot up. You feel your hip and your quads at the same time. Your quads are right in the front here. And then switch sides. Again, pushing the hip forward, abs tight. If you need to do advanced, you can grab your foot and push forward again. Okay, the next one is going to be a child's pose. So you're going to get down on the ground, sit back on your heels, crawl forward as far as you can, so crawl with your hands. And then you're going to crawl to the left side and push your body to the right. So I want to feel it all down here. And then crawl to the other side. Okay, and the last one is going to be a chest or pec stretch. All you need to do is grab a towel or a rope and open up your arms, bring them back, head up, chest out, and breathe in, breathe your chest so your chest comes out. Feel a stretch in your chest and your arms.